This is a summary of Getting to Yes by Roger Fisher. Getting to Yes. Negotiating Agreement Without Giving In by Roger Fisher, William Ury, and Bruce Patton is a foundational guide to effective negotiation. Developed through the Harvard Negotiation Project, the book presents a method for principled negotiation that focuses on achieving agreements that benefit all parties while preserving relationships. This approach contrasts with positional bargaining, which often leads to inefficient, adversarial outcomes. The book's framework is built around 4 key principles. Principle 1. Separate people from the problem. Negotiations often become entangled with personal emotions and relationships, which can cloud the actual issues at hand. The authors stress the importance of treating people with respect and empathy while addressing the problem independently. By recognizing and managing emotions, improving communication, and acknowledging different perceptions, negotiators can avoid unnecessary conflict and foster a more collaborative dynamic. The authors emphasize active listening and clear communication to mitigate misunderstandings. Empathy plays a crucial role in diffusing tension, as understanding the other party's perspective helps to build trust and rapport. Principle 2. Focus on interests, not positions. Traditional negotiations often revolve around fixed positions, where each side states what they want and defends it, creating a win-lose dynamic. Instead, the authors encourage identifying the underlying interests that drive those positions. Interests are the fundamental needs, desires, and concerns that motivate behavior. By focusing on interests rather than positions, negotiators can explore solutions that address the root of the conflict and potentially satisfy both parties. For example, 2 siblings arguing over an orange might realize that one wants the juice while the other wants the peel for baking. By uncovering their interests, they can both achieve their goals without compromise. Principle 3. Invent options for mutual gain. Negotiations often fail to achieve optimal outcomes because parties fall into a fixed mindset of either-or solutions. The authors recommend engaging in brainstorming sessions to generate creative solutions that meet the interests of both sides. They suggest separating the process of inventing options from the act of deciding on them, which encourages more open and innovative thinking. The book introduces techniques such as looking for shared interests, identifying complementary differences, and crafting win-win outcomes. By expanding the pie, rather than fighting over a fixed amount, negotiators can achieve mutual gain. Principle 4. Insist on using objective criteria. Negotiators often reach an impasse when decisions are based solely on power dynamics or subjective opinions. The authors advocate for using objective, independent standards to evaluate options. These criteria might include market value, expert opinions, legal precedents, or industry standards. By relying on fair and impartial benchmarks, negotiators can ensure agreements are legitimate and acceptable to all parties. This principle also helps depersonalize the negotiation, shifting focus away from individual demands and toward mutually agreed upon standards. Handling challenges in negotiation. The authors also address common challenges in negotiation, such as dealing with difficult parties, power imbalances, and impasses. A central concept introduced in the book is the BATNA, best alternative to a negotiated agreement. The BATNA represents the best option available if the current negotiation fails. Having a strong BATNA empowers negotiators to walk away from unfavorable deals and improves their leverage. When faced with incooperative parties, the authors recommend reframing the conversation to focus on interests and standards, asking open-ended questions to clarify positions, and using principled negotiation techniques to guide discussions. Applications of principled negotiation. The methods outlined in Getting to Yes are applicable in diverse contexts, including business, personal relationships, and international diplomacy. The authors provide real-world examples to illustrate how their principles can be applied to resolve conflicts and build lasting agreements. For instance, in workplace disputes, focusing on shared goals, such as organizational success, can help managers and employees find solutions that satisfy both parties. Similarly, in family conflicts, understanding and addressing emotional needs can lead to more harmonious resolutions. Impact and legacy. Since its initial publication, Getting to Yes has become a classic in the field of negotiation. Its emphasis on collaboration, fairness, and creative problem-solving has influenced how individuals, organizations, and governments approach conflict resolution. The book's practical advice and accessible language make it an enduring resource for anyone seeking to improve their negotiation skills. If you enjoyed this summary, drop a like. Be sure to subscribe for more leadership-based content in less than 10 minutes. Fisher, Roger, William Ury, and Bruce Patton. Getting to Yes. Negotiating Agreement Without Giving In. Penguin Books, 2011.